This right here is one of my Airbnb accounts, right? You probably clicked on this video because I probably have it titled how to make an extra $30,000 a year, right? And right here in my hand, $30,000. No, it's not fake cash. It's 100% real. I'm 20 years old. I started my business at 18. A lot of people that already subscribe to me on this channel like to see breakdowns of my actual business scenarios. They're like, hey bro, that's cap. You don't actually make this money. Or someone actually commented on a video today and they were talking about, how are you going to pay off the 0% APR credit card that you were talking about if you only make $2,000 in revenue? Well, look, in that specific video, I was talking about $2,000 in profit after expenses. So I'm in front of a whiteboard right now. Right now, I'm going to break down what my business is. First, my business Airbnb arbitrage, where I find a property, where I reach out to the owner, and let's say I sign the lease. I furnish it, and then I rent it on to Airbnb. And for just a quick example, let's say, and I'm going to give you a bunch of examples on the whiteboard right now, and I'm going to give you a good example how you're going to make an extra $24,000 to $30,000 a year in profit, not revenue. You know, revenue is probably going to be $60,000, $70,000, whatever it is. So how does renting properties I don't even own make me this much money? It gives me the ability to withdraw from my bank. Because, you know, a lot of you think I'm in a bunch of debt because that's how my business structure is. No, look, after the first year, you can go back on watching my Airbnb videos on how I talk about, you know, my first year of business. I used a 0 APR credit card to get me my houses that I rent on Airbnb now. But look, after that first year, I paid off my debts and I kept reinvesting the cash I got from my business. Yes, did I use credit cards again for my Airbnbs? I did, but I kept paying those off. I don't just float money all day. I don't want to incur interest. What I tell you guys with the 0 APR credit cards, and listen, if you're a young cat, if you're younger, if you're older, you're going to benefit from this. With 0 APR credit cards, they give you a time limit, whether that's 12 months, 15 months, 24 months are the most appealing ones. Well, let's say they give you $20,000 limit, right? With that $20,000 limit that they give you, let's say it's on 24 months. You can use the entire $20,000, and you know, a bunch of you have questions. Should you do this with your personal or should you do this with your business? EIN is an employer identification number. So with an EIN, you basically get a credit card and get a loan out in your business name. And an EIN is basically a social security number, but for your business. So I want to give you guys some free game. You know, I'm 20 years old. I learned this shit by myself over time and learning from different people that I surround myself with. Make sure you surround yourself with like-minded people and put yourself in those rooms. Go to networking. That being said, let's say a bank gives you a $20,000 loan on a 0% APR credit card. And a lot of you think, oh, debt is bad, debt bad. Look, there's good debt and there's bad debt. There's calculated risk and then there's risk. I will never go into a deal where it's just a risky deal. I don't take every single deal. A lot of you think, oh, I'm going to reach out to all these landlords. I'm going to look at all these properties that are for rent. No, it shouldn't be like that. You're not going to go for every single property. I just denied taking a deal last week because the property manager was an asshole. Just because of that reason, I don't want to do business with them. A couple reasons why I will not take a deal. Number one, if I don't like the person giving me the deal, that would be a big factor because now you're signing a contract. You're going to be in contact with this person. You're going to be giving your money to this person. You're going to be doing business with this person. That's number one. Number two, if the numbers don't make sense, I'm not going to force a deal even if the property looks nice in a good location and he's trying to overcharge for rent when the market base is $2,500 and he wants $3,000. I'm not going to do that. Let your ego go. You don't start a business so you can tell people you start a business, look what I did, and you don't actually make money. We're not in the business to flex on other people, right? This money, the reason I put it in this video right now is to show you real money can be made from real business, because a lot of people doubt me because of my age, but I got a lot of knowledge that I want to spill to the people, whether you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, or you're 15 or you're 10 or whatever age you are. I want to spread positivity. I want to spread different avenues of business that you can go into. Look, the reason I talk about Airbnb because I believe I'm knowledgeable enough to actually talk about this and coach it, right? I do a lot of different things. I trade stocks. I do a little bit of day trading, do a little bit with my clothing brand, What is Auras, and follow my Instagram at John Aziz right here. But I talk about Airbnb a lot because I actually know exactly what I'm doing from A to Z. I know I'm knowledgeable a lot in different industries, but I'm very 100% confident to tell you that this business model works. And the point of me showing you this video, you know, I told you I'm going to write on the whiteboard, give you an example, show you how to make an extra $24,000 to $30,000 a year in net profit, not revenue. Profit, profit, profit. A lot of you talk about revenue, a lot of you talk about profit. I'm going to show you revenue minus expenses on what the deal can possibly look like for you. So look, in this example, we are going to use two houses, right? Two apartments. They're going to be 2-bedroom units. And these 2-bedroom units, let's say on average cost, they're going to cost us $6,000 a piece to furnish. So $6,000 times 2 equals $2,000. And let me tell you something. Look, let's say you get a 12-month 0 APR credit card. I'm not even going to say 24 months because you can get a 24 month. Let's say you get a 12-month 0 APR credit card. This is how it's going to be set up. The bank, let's say you get a $15,000 loan and the bank gives you 12 months to pay this off, right? 12 months. So then this property is going to take $12,000 to set up. And each of these, let's say they're projected to do $4,000 a month in revenue. So cost to set up is $12,000 right here. And then each one's going to produce $4,000 a month in revenue. We're going to times that by 2, which is going to equal $8,000 a month in revenue. This is not profit, this is revenue. So look, these are the main 3 expenses. Going to be rent, cleaning, and utilities. With these things, they add up to about $2,800. Now we're going to factor in another $200 in miscellaneous expenses. Let's say this includes the softwares, the dynamic pricing softwares you use, or anything else that you use for your business. Maybe Wi-Fi, but I kind of include the Wi-Fi and utilities. We're just going to say another $200 in expenses. So we're going to label it miscellaneous. That's going to be $200 right here, not $2,000, $200. And that leaves you with $3,000 in expenses, which is kind of a realistic deal right here. $3,000 in expenses. And keep in mind, I'm running numbers for one of these units right here. So like I said, let's say average, this one's going to make $4,000 across the whole year. Some months are going to be 5, 6, some months are going to be 3, depending on the month, depending on the season, because Airbnbs are based on seasonality depending on the location. Let's say it makes $4,000 in revenue. So it's $4,000, we're going to minus $3,000 in expenses. And what does that give us? That gives us $1,000 in cash flow every single month off both properties. Since we have 2 of these properties, I give you an example of 2 of these properties. It's $1,000 times 2, which leaves you with $2,000 every single month. So remember, look, we said it's gonna cost $12,000 to set up these units right here. Like I said, calculated risk. We don't take risks, we take calculated risks to make sure this deal is going to work before we even go into it, before we even spend a dime on it. So look, it's gonna cost $12,000 to set up this deal, and like I said, we're gonna be making $2,000 a month in cash flow from these 2 properties. By the way, follow my Instagram if you haven't followed it already. So look, we're going to do 2,000 times 6, because that's 2,000 times 6 equals $12,000. So after your first 6 months of operating, you're going to be able to pay that 0% APR credit card. So then you're going to pay that off. In the remaining 6 months, you're going to make another $2,000 a month, which is going to leave you with $12,000 in profit in your first year from setting up these 2 properties. And after you pay off your credit card, you can rinse and repeat and do this with multiple properties and keep reinvesting your profit. This is a realistic example. I don't feed you guys bullshit. I can tell you that whole $4,000 goes in your pocket. It doesn't. There's revenue and then there's expenses. And something I like to teach you guys, and I showed you a breakdown of my numbers. Some deals will make this much money. Some deals will make way more money. I have a deal that makes me about $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000 a month in profit, depending on the month. So this is just a realistic example of going into a regular deal rather than a Rockstar deal. Rockstar deal take a little bit more money to set up because they might be more luxury properties. This will be $6,000 budget setups for these 2 properties right here, and I just base it off like a normal 2-bedroom house setup. Normally I'll probably spend $4,000 to $5,000, but if you're setting up in a different state and you're hiring people out for furniture builders, look, there's a way to actually start this business and the location you live in doesn't work for it, which I teach in my program as well. And I'm not selling you my program, but what I'm telling you is, if you wanted to start this business in a different state, you can hire people out to do the work for you, and you can plan it, and you can order furniture, certain storage containers, storage facilities, and they can hire people from TaskRabbit. This is free game right here. You hire people, you get that shit done. This is you sign a lease, right? Single day that the property is not on market, you're losing money, so you want to get that shit up as fast as you possibly can, even if you need to hire people, because hiring people is going to be worth it. You might spend $200 to $500 hiring people, having them build out your Airbnb, build out your furniture, but it's worth it in the long end, because instead of taking a week by yourself to sell the property, now you're taking a day by hiring other people, and then you can use the rest of the 6 days to bring in income for your property and put more cash in your pockets. But like I was saying, look, once you're fully profiting, and let's say you use your own cash, the profit that you get from this property without using a 0 APR credit card is going to be 2 times 12, which leaves you with $24,000 a year in automated income. Because you know why? The cleaners that you use, you're gonna automate them on a software. The handyman that you use, you're gonna automate them on a software. The virtual assistant and the softwares that use communication for your guests, you're gonna automate. So this business, you know, the reason I went into this business because it's meant to be automated. That's the whole part of this business. That's why I like it so much, because you can freaking automate it to a certain point. You're still gonna have to do work. I'm not gonna tell you you're not gonna do any work. No, you're still gonna have to do work, but you're gonna work on your business versus in your business. You know what I'm doing right now? I'm training employees, telling them what to do, giving them their tasks every day, and then I'm looking for deals. I'm working on my business, finding new deals to be able to suffice and keep making more money and grow my business on a rapid pace. I teach people to do the things that are not income driven cash, or me finding properties, me looking for properties, and then I'm not looking for the leads. Now I have my virtual assistants do it, reach out to the leads themselves, and I'm just chilling. I'm gonna wait for the leads to come to me, and I'm gonna navigate the leads, run my numbers, and see if this deal's good for me. If the deal's good, I go on my furniture sheet, I search up the property, I make sure I know exactly what I'm buying, I set it up, I design it, I put it on Airbnb, and I put it on my softwares, and I throw all the information to my VAs, and my VAs put it onto my program, and they put it onto my price labs, and they put it onto my dynamic pricing to make sure everything is cash flowing correctly. But like I was telling you guys, this is a perfect example. It can make even more money than $1,000 a month. It really depends on the deal. Just like I was telling you, make sure those reviews are up to par. Make sure the listings up to par. And like I was telling you guys in all the previous videos, if you guys want to learn more about the business, there's a cheap $20 crash course, link in bio. Nothing comes free. It's literally almost free for you to benefit off. I make most of my money and all of my money from my business that I actually been operating for about 2 to 3 years now. I'm 20 years old. I started at 18. I'm about to be 21 next month, guys. So come March, I'm about to be 21, getting backed up, if you know what I mean. We're about to upgrade our life. You guys are about to see the upgrade, right? I'm talking to you as my viewer, my sub. You guys are about to see the upgrade. You're about to see the new crib. You're about to see what I got going on now, because I really want to upgrade the lifestyle, because I've been living frugal, and a big part of being able to make more money and invest it back into your business is to be frugal and to be smart with your money. It's not all about making money, spending, and showing people that you're making money. You know, at the end of the day, just like I said, I didn't flash this cash in your face to show you, oh, I make money and you're broke. I make money and you're broke. No, that's not why I did it. I had to show you that this is achievable. You know, I'm 20 years old. I'm 20 years old. If you're watching this, you can be 24, you can be 30, you could be 40. You know, if you're looking at me with envy, I don't know what to tell you. May God help you. With God by your side, you are going to become successful. But at the end of the day, if you don't keep God by your side, if you don't work hard, and if you keep God by your side and you don't work hard, then you're not going to be rewarded, because God rewards the people that are working hard, and He notices the people that are working hard. If you're envious of other people, if you're envious of me in the video right now, make sure to pray to God and take the envy out of your heart, because God does not like when you envy other people. If you look at me and you're inspired by me, make sure you let that resonate as inspiration and not envy and not hatred in your heart. The more you keep hatred in your heart, the more you prevent yourself from excelling in life. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to follow my Instagram right now. And if you want to learn more about the business, like I said, crash course, link in bio. I want you guys to comment something that you're grateful for. Also, leave suggestions for videos that you want me to record. I know you guys probably like this video because I do a lot of talking head videos, but I don't do a lot of talking head whiteboard videos. So if you guys want more of these videos, let me know. I'm gonna buy a better whiteboard. I'm gonna have a better setup. I got the light set up, I got the camera set up. I'm very motivated. Right now is 9:25 at night, and I'm up and I'm awake because I want you guys to learn and I care about you guys. But if you don't want to learn, if you're gonna take this information, do absolutely nothing with it, it's okay. If you don't want to go into the business, that's completely fine. This is just an option for you to get into. There's a bunch of businesses: Amazon, eBay, TikTok shop, Airbnb, trading, start opening a smoke shop. I wouldn't even recommend opening a smoke shop. I don't even know why I said that. It just came to my mind. But look, there's a bunch of other businesses that you can start. This is a good business. You know, a lot of you say, oh, $12,000. Oh, dude, that costs so much to set up the business. Honestly, look, let's say you set up a restaurant. The least that you're going to spend is $60,000 to $100,000 for a high revenue, low profit business. This, let's say all goes bad and you fuck up the deal, which, here's the thing. I hired a mentor because I didn't want to fuck up. And I wanted to go into a deal knowing how to do it and knowing how to make calculated risk instead of risk. And if you just take risk and you hop into any deal, then you're going to lose money and you're going to fuck up your credit. A lot of you talk about, oh, what if you don't pay off the 0 APR credit card? If you don't pay it off, then you know your credit accumulates and you have to pay interest. But if you take calculated risk, then you're not gonna face that problem if you do it in a smart, decisive way. But just don't be stupid. But with that said, you know, I don't want this video to be long. Make sure like this video, comment something you're grateful for, comment some suggestions, follow my Instagram, Crash Course link in bio if that's something you want to get into. I always like to leave you guys with this at the end of every video. Pray to God, say alhamdulillah, thank God for everything, and one more thing, God did